Hello, my name is Amber Dudzik. My husband Mike and I have two boys that attended St. Elizabeth for a total of 7 years. My oldest was in 6th grade and my youngest in the 2nd grade when they started to attend St. Elizabeth. Our home parish is St. Charles and Helena in Clio. Initially, our boys had been attending elementary school in Clio, but when my oldest son started middle school, my husband and I found that the class sizes were too large and that our academic expectations for our son were not supported by the teachers according to his individual capabilities. So we decided that it would be best if the boys attended school surrounded by others with similar family values, expectations regarding academics, behavior, and faith. We called St. Elizabeth to inquire and set up a visit, and I'm not kidding when I say they had me at hello. Our beloved Teresa, who was the secretary at the time, was the sweetest and warmest person, and it came across right through the phone. She was enthusiastic about the prospect of 2 new students, and she immediately set up a visit for us. At the visit the next morning, not only did we get to meet this wonderful and welcoming Teresa, but also the joyful and enthusiastic principal, Gabby Marbury. Gabby showed us around a clean and neat school with a fantastic gym and a nice lunchroom setting, and most importantly, visuals and images of Christ and faith were on display everywhere. We also appreciated the beautiful little countryside setting. The classrooms were clean and organized, children were participating and working respectfully, and they were dressed in appropriate uniforms. The teachers were welcoming, and the class size was appropriate. During the visit, it was clear that the development of the children as individuals was a top priority. It was also very evident that Gabby invested her whole heart and soul into this ministry. When I try to think of a concise way to describe what St. Elizabeth does for your child, one thing keeps coming to mind, and that's that they literally celebrate your child. And I mean, who really actually celebrates your child other than you and maybe grandparents and of course God? And what I mean by celebrating your child is that they recognize the individual beauty, unique characteristics, and abilities of each child in the same way that God does. They also emanate that understanding that these precious little beings are put in their charge, and they take it very seriously. In our experience, there was abundant opportunity to communicate with the principals and teachers. There were clear expectations for behavior and academics. Homework expectations were appropriate. There were adequate athletic opportunities, interesting field trips and extracurriculars, opportunities for social ministry, mass participation, and daily prayer. And all this was being done while reaffirming that Christ is always near and present in their daily lives. I believe the smaller class size, similar family values, and the Christian faith that is offered at St. Elizabeth is what makes all that possible. I'm certain that my boys felt welcomed, important, and felt that the presence of God is constant all day long in everyday life. They understood the teacher's expectations were the same as mine and my husband's. Both boys still speak of fond memories, experiences, and friendships, and both boys have developed and matured in a wonderful way, and I believe that St. Elizabeth played a major role in that. My youngest, now 17, attends Frankenmuth High School. He holds a job. He's an excellent student. He's involved in athletics and Boy Scouts. He is currently working on his Eagle Scout rank, and which, by the way, his Eagle project is for St. Elizabeth, and he regularly serves as an altar boy at our home parish. What more can you ask for? Our oldest son graduated from Reese High School with honors while holding down a job. He achieved the rank of Eagle Scout, and he is currently a United States Marine. And on numerous times he has thanked us for sending him to St. Elizabeth. He has testified that his faith and prayer was the main thing that got him through the mental and physical challenges of Marine Corps boot camp. And when we have FaceTime conversations with him, guess what we see in the background on the wall above his bed? His crucifix and his rosary. That speaks volumes. St. Elizabeth has been their foundation. It has an atmosphere where children can receive and retain information, build and maintain confidence, and experience a sense of belonging. For us, it was worth the tuition, worth the commute back and forth from Clio for 7 years, sometimes several times a day. And even though the boys have not attended for a few years, I still thank God for St. Elizabeth in my prayers every day. Please consider sending your children to St. Elizabeth. They have so much to offer. It will enhance all the wonderful things you already do for your children. Thank you.